I have just a few very simple points to make.
Несколько очень простых
And
комментариев.
I think I would prefer, rather than talking about what we as professionals need to do, but to think rather about why it is that fake news has become such an issue. One blame has been made on technology, and certainly the internet facilitates those people who would like to present news or something they claim as news. Actually, I would like to draw a strong distinction between two terms that I think are conflated. Fake news, in my definition, would be news that is intentionally deceptive. It's intentionally false, and usually for some ulterior purpose. Separate from that is false news, which is produced by people who believe themselves to be journalists, but which in fact is produced in a way that doesn't meet journalistic standards. I think, for example, in the United States, a particular website, Breitbart, has been in the news extensively. And the people who work at Breitbart, I'm certain, consider themselves to be journalists, and their output to be news. But in fact, most journalists looking at their output are skeptical of the news that they put forward because it is produced without due attention to the quality of their news sources. So I think that's an overriding issue. And that we ought not to conflate this term fake news with those people who are on the fringes performing as journalists, who often have huge followings. The second point I would like to make is that there is an easy way to understand why fake news has gained such notoriety. And it isn't just a technological issue. It has to do with human nature. There is a theory in social psychology called cognitive dissonance. And cognitive dissonance is a theory that says that if you are simultaneously holding two disparate, conflicting ideas, it is going to produce a psychological discomfort, which can be relieved either by dismissing one of the sources of this discomfort or by moving away, that is, failing to hear that conflicting belief. Currently, it's very easy to find another source which might conform to whatever belief you hold, no matter how absurd that belief might be. As you may know, in the United States, we went through a period of time when conspiracy theorists argued that Barack Obama should never have been allowed to run for president because he wasn't a citizen. He wasn't born in the United States. There were literally hundreds of thousands of people who subscribed to this idea. And they were abetted by news websites, Breitbart being one, that carried news stories supporting this claim. And even when mainstream news outlets came up with a copy of Barack Obama's birth certificate, official birth certificate in Hawaii, still people simply dismissed the story and turned to Breitbart. So, in one sense, it seems to me that we can't really solve the problem of fake news until we create better human beings who aren't subjected to this cognitive dissonance phenomenon.
этому феномену
and who
когнитивного
can
диссонанса
accept
и
and
людей,
change
которые смогут
positions
принять или
readily
менять
when confronted with
позиции, нежели
new information.
противоречить новой информации.
There's been a good deal of talk yesterday and
Вчера
today
мы,
about the respect
сегодня
for
мы очень
journalism and the
много
trust in
говорили
media.
об
Certainly false
уважающей
news
себя журналистике,
as well as fake
и
news
также мы говорили о ложных новостях и фейковых новостях,
undermines
и
trust in
говорили о том,
journalism.
что такие новости подрывают доверие к журналистике.
But I'd also
Но
suggest
я
that we need to
также
think about why
предлагаю
people
подумать о людях,
quickly accept
насколько быстро
the
они
view that mainstream
воспринимают
journalism, the kind of
точку
journalism that we
зрения,
in this
которую
practice,
лидирующие СМИ
cannot be trusted.
не доверились бы.
And it's, I think, pretty simple.
То
that
есть, что лидирующим
those people who
СМИ
reject
нельзя
mainstream
доверять,
journalism
эту точку зрения очень
often
легко,
do
быстро
so
принимают.
because of their perception that
То есть восприятие
mainstream
такое,
journalism,
что
the kind of journalism we
лидирующая
practice,
журналистика
represents the interests
представляет собой
the social and
интересы
political elites in our
социальной и
society.
политической элиты общества.
But let's be honest.
Но давайте будем честны.
We in this room,
Мы здесь, в
almost
этой
to a
комнате,
person, I'm sure, are members of the social
из нас
elite. And
мы
if we
являемся
don't have
членами
the interest
социальной
of the
элиты.
whole of our
И
society,
если мы не будем
we won't be
защищать
trusted.
интересы
And if the
нашего
news we
общества,
present
нам не будут доверять.
can't be reflective of the interests of people at all
Мы
levels of
не
society, not
можем
just the elites,
представлять
not just the
интересы
educated,
общества.
the politically and socially
Не
sophisticated,
только тех,
then
кто
it's
образован
that there will be
или
distrust in the kinds of
хорошо
news
понимает политику
that
или
present.
экономику.
Now, none of this
Но
is meant
всех.
to dismiss the role
Но
of trolls. As you know,
вы
in the US,
должны
we're
понимать,
entering into a new election period.
мы
And there is a
сейчас
furor
входим в
among my
новый
colleagues in
период,
the US
связанный с
to
выборами.
think of ways to
В США
overcome
один из моих
a
коллег
barrage of trolls
говорил
who will attempt to influence the election
о
outcome by
троллинге
posting
со стороны касательно
fake news.
различных
We don't quite have a
выборов
single answer yet,
и
but it
фейковых
is a matter
новостей.
of
У нас
great
нет
concern.
сейчас определенного
But again, the
однозначного
trolls are
ответа.
different, and the
Троллинг
people
тоже
who are
бывает
practicing
разным.
what would be unsatisfactory journalism. So those are just a few simple thoughts
Это
that
несколько
I'll throw out for
простых
perhaps further
фактов,
discussion. Thank you very
которыми
much.
я хотел поделиться. Большое спасибо,
McDaniel.
господин МакДэниел.